Hey YouTube, I'm Designer here. Today I'll be teaching you how to do the untethered jailbreak for iOS 5.0 and 5.0.1. First off, you're going to want to go to my previous video about this and download Redsn 0.9.10b1 for Mac or Windows, as well as download your IPSW for your current iOS that your device is running. Once you have it all downloaded, go ahead and open up Redsn. Go to Extras, select IPSW, go ahead and find yours. Mine are all stored in one folder. It'll tell you that it's identified whatever version for whatever device. I don't know anything about the custom IPSW, so don't ask. You'll have to find somebody else for that one. Then you go back and jailbreak and wait for it to patch the kernel. While it's doing that, you can go ahead and connect your iPod or iDevice to your computer with your charging cord and power it off. While that's powering off, you can go ahead and check to see if everything's enabled right. I already have in Stadia, but I'll let these two stay on just to demonstrate. And you don't really need these bottom three, but the top one you do need. Once that's done, you can go ahead and hit next, and then the next one's the hardest part, so I'm gonna have to sit down my camera while I do this. Right here you got the next button. You just go ahead, click that, and it'll give you on-screen instructions on how to do it. And all you do is you just start with the power button immediately after you click it for 3 seconds. Hold down the home and power for another 10 seconds. At about 4 seconds the screen should turn off, and mine obviously did that. Then after the 10 seconds you'll release the power button, and you will continue to hold down the home button until it will automatically start jailbreaking your iDevice. Give me a second to have mine reboot, and then we'll try this again. My home button doesn't always work, so alright, go ahead, turn off your iDevice again. Alright, now that's powered off, we'll try this again. Immediately as you press the next button, you're going to hold down the power button, so dang it. If it doesn't work normally, just try. If it doesn't work after 4 seconds, then try again, and it might give you a DFU mode failing. Just do it again, hit OK, and then it'll start jailbreaking your iDevice. Sometimes it does crash on the first stage, so you might have to try turning your iDevice back on. And to do that, you just hold down the home and power button for 10 seconds, then release the power button and hold down the home button for a couple seconds, and it should turn back on. Then you just restart the whole process, closing Redsn completely. Rebooting your computer sometimes will help, and just reopening and redoing the process. Alright, now it's waiting for the reboot, and as soon as it reboots, it should start running coding down your screen after it downloads the data. Uploading kernel, rebooting, done. The Redsn will say done. I leave it open just in case, just to make sure it runs properly. Then it'll start giving you please wait, and it'll pretty much clear your screen of all other codings. and then after a couple please waits later, it should start downloading some other coding, and then it will reboot once it's done. I'm sorry, it won't reboot. It will give you the icon which I was demonstrated in my previous video, and it'll reboot just like it did in the previous video, and you'll be running untethered iOS 5.0 or 5.0 jailbreak on your iDevice. And before you make any comments, yes, it is an iPod 4th generation, just so that way you don't think I'm lying to you. Download links I will either put in the description of this video, or I will just leave in the other video.
This is not
There's a little pineapple, and it'll start installing all the jailbreak bundles and whatnot. Then as soon as it finishes that, it's just like an update, it will reboot your iPod, or iDevice I should really say. And then you'll be running it, and I'll show that I'm running iOS 5.0.1 as soon as this reboots. Yes, it does take a minute after the jailbreak to run properly. I'm back to the full normal general about. There it is. Version 5.0.1 running on my 32GB iPod Touch 4th generation. Keyboard runs fine if you were having problems like me on the previous one. Just renaming it so I know if it's jailbroke, know how it's running the jailbreak. But it'll run a bit slow. If you want, you can reboot it, which I will, I guess I can demonstrate right now, since most of you probably want proof that it's actually running an untethered jailbreak. I'll even unplug it from the computer, even though it doesn't connect to the computer normally. Sorry for the length of the video, but a jailbreak is a jailbreak, so it takes some time. Alright, rebooting it, and then I'll open up Cydia to prove that it's running properly on the untethered jailbreak, and then this video will be over. I will give some Cydia tweak reviews later, but right now all I'm gonna do is just this jailbreak video. While this is rebooting. If you didn't already, you can go ahead and close Red Snow after the reboot and whatnot. Alright, there's Cydia. I'm opening it up. You'll probably need to update some app icons due to all the recent repo updates as well as Cydia updates. Look, I got a couple that I need updated. But there you go. I'll scroll down the bottom. iPod Touch 4th generation, iOS 5.0.1 on Cydia 1.1.3. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped a lot of you guys out there out more than my previous video did. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.